if you are a grad student or a TA, right, and you're not necessarily teaching a course as a course director per se, but you still have TA duties. We also we have a complete branch that's dedicated to graduate student and TA support. So whether that's developing some teaching credentials, TA orientation, some different courses and certificates that are available to you, some event spaces that we have that are run by our graduate students. And we do also offer it's called a Teaching Commons tutor position, which is basically one of your TA ships would be with the Teaching Commons. And this whole side of the program is run by one of our education developers, Natasha May, who's really great with supporting the graduate students and teaching assistants. So any questions you can direct to Natasha that are related to TA stuffs. As we move across our bar here, right, we can see some different events and services that we offer. Again, nice quick link resources to the calendar, to other resources that you might need. Some of our staple events, right? So new faculty orientation, our Teaching in Focus conference, which is an annual conference that's basically an opportunity for the York community to present and discuss about kind of what sort of teaching initiatives they have going on. You can stay tuned for the calls for proposals coming out in the near future for this year's offering of the Teaching in Focus conference. In terms of services, right, so we can offer faculty-specific workshops. So this would be, your chance to reach out to the liaison for your faculty, and we're happy to set up a time to chat about what you're looking for and how we can help organize or run a faculty-specific workshop for you. We also provide support for teaching awards, right? Both internal or external award nominations. So we can help you with your applications in that front. Again, as well as application support for the Academic Innovation Fund, or AIF, which is funded through York University itself. Any information on teaching and learning committees, or if you're interested in consultations, again, you can reach out to either teaching@yorku.ca or find your liaison developer to book a consultation with. In terms of curriculum development, right? So the quick links here are actually more of the institutional level. So the York University quality assurance process or procedure, right? So some information there. We offer support in terms of workshops, presentations, consultations, whether it's developing a survey to send out to your faculty or help with your curriculum map, program learning outcome review, and updating those. So that's where we can help you in terms of curriculum development specifically. We also have links to, again, to how the Teaching Commons can support the CPR process, so the official cyclical review process. If you have a new program proposal and you'd like to reach out to one of the developers to have a conversation about a new program you want to propose, right? We're also happy to connect with you that way. And again, right, just some information about whether it's program level expectations, curriculum mapping. So this is for you to figure out, or to know where to turn to if you're looking for support specifically with these curriculum development options here. Scholarly teaching and the scholarship of teaching and learning. Um, SOTL, the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning, is basically research conducted on teaching and learning, right? So the systematic study of student learning in an attempt to find out what works best for that learning. So it's basically, it's still an academic discipline, right? So there are professional SOTL researchers, and we are able to offer support for new and experienced individuals who are interested in SOTL work. So again, we have this framework for engaged teaching document that you might be interested in, as well as some different programs. And so one of our educational developers, Mandy, Mandy Frankenstack, she runs the Educate program, which is a one-year program to explore SOTL by basically running a SOTL project and working with a peer-based group to meet and discuss kind of what that project is looking like throughout the process. Research ethics guide, right? So as with any sort of research, there is the ethics side of things. So just being aware of how to navigate some of those challenges if you're getting into the realm of SOTL work. We also have a program run by Lisa Endersby, which is Reading for Teaching, right? So it's basically a nice reading group where you get together, do some common readings, and then discuss and reflect on those readings. As well, we do have different communities of practice, right? So informal ways just to have members of the community come together on common ground and just discuss and share different experiences. So if you are interested in joining or creating one, there's some contact information available to you here. Our resources page. This is, you might find this page to be especially helpful for you as you are, thinking about what kind of support that you might need with your teaching. So again, different guides that have been written. So whether it's a teaching remote guide. So this was created at the early stages of the pandemic when we were first making that rapid shift to online teaching. Again, links to the Going Remote website, some different ebooks that are available as well. Coming soon on this page will be a section on assessment, and we'll have links to the different assessment resources as well as some previously recorded webinars that are currently ongoing. As well, there's additional teaching and learning resources such as the First Year Experience Toolkit, an Indigenous framework for York University, so a guide to action, globally networked learning, so looking beyond just our institution here at York. Things like a course director handbook, which is in production right now, and some just other, kind of more general resources. For those interested in educational development, so whether you're a developer yourself or are just curious about this line of work, right? There's also a couple of different resources available to you here. This one in particular is a great, great setup. You may have seen this in one of our previous blog posts. This particular resource, it's focused on educational developers, but it's also quite relevant to teaching and learning as a whole. And finally, the last main page that I wanted to highlight here is our calendar of events. And so if you're curious to see what we have coming up, this is where you can go to find information. Typically we'll have links to registration or Zoom links will be posted here as well. Right, and so you can see we have, for example, 12 days of assessment, February 11th. By the time you're watching this, February 11th will have come and gone, but you can get a sense of what these look like. As well, you'll see some related events, depending on what exactly you are looking at in particular there. You can sort by a month view if you want to look at the broader calendar as well. And this is continuously being updated as new events are being added. So, so please feel free to check back here often enough. And if you're looking to contact us, right, so here's our general contact information as a whole. And again, the links to the different developer liaisons, depending on what faculty or school you are situated in, as well as the contact information for all of us here at the Teaching Commons team. So hope you enjoyed this quick highlighted tour. There's a lot more information here than I could possibly show you in a reasonable time that you want to sit here listening to this. So I encourage you to check out our new site. If there's anything that you see missing or that you think we should be adding, please feel free to reach out to the Teaching Commons, and we're happy to happy to keep adding and building to the site as we need. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and come back next week for a brand new blog post.